Do you take rodent control seriously? That's all I want you to take home. Take it seriously. And if you're not, figure out a way to try and take it seriously. And if you can't, or if you do, then get your customer to take it seriously. Rats and mice have not stopped spreading disease. Rats and mice have not stopped causing damage. When a person dies in 2017 in New York City because of a rodent-borne disease, that's not good. When an individual dies in June of 2018 in New York City because of a rodent-borne disease, that's not good. So if you're taking rodent control seriously, understand the rodenticide you get to pick and choose from. Understand the formulation, understand why the product is designed to be used, understand the active ingredient. Because just because it says it's a single-feed anticoagulant, that doesn't mean you want that product or that specific active ingredient near non-targets. We are the most successful mammal on this planet with the ability to survive. We are number one. Food, water, shelter, reproduction. The second most successful mammal on the planet with the ability to survive is the common house mouse. Understand that. That's what we're targeting. If we take rodent control seriously, you've got to give this guy some credit because he's the second with the ability to survive. That's all it does. When it jumps over your glue boards, it doesn't say, I did that because I want to ruin your day. It did it because it survives. And I'm going to throw this out at you. Do we know what neophobic means? Have we heard that when we're dealing with rats? That rats are neophobic. They are afraid of anything new. You put a bait station in front of a rat for the first time, it might take 4 days before that rat actually walks in the box. I'm going to ask you to treat this guy for now as neophobic. Think about it. Do they go to all your snap traps? Do they go to all your bait stations? Do they go to all your glue boards? No. And that's what we're finding. That this little guy is in a way evolving a bit. Because throughout all these years, we've caught all the curious mice. They're done. We catch them, we catch them, we catch them. But in those infestations, there have been some with the trait of neophobia. But now that trait is dominating mouse populations. So when we would say, set a rat trap out, but don't set it. Just place it, let the rat feed off it, let him feed off it, feed off it, feed off, and then set it, and you get him. You're going to have to start treating this little guy like that too. Because they're not going to everything that we use. It's harder and harder to get a mouse near a snap trap. It's harder and harder to get them to feed on bait. They are behaving in a neophobic way. So understand that. That's the second most successful mammal. The third most successful mammal is the Norway rat. They're on your targets. House mouse, Norway rat, and roof rat as far as commensal rodents. There's a reason why that guy and a Norway rat, they only live for 12 to 14 months. Leave them in an infested building. They die in 12 to 14 months. But why are they still here? Because they survive and they reproduce. And some folks say, oh, John, don't show the slide with reproduction and stuff. No, it means a lot. Understand when that rat or that mouse is 5 weeks old, they reproduce. If I'm servicing that account once a month, I lose. They will reproduce me out of the account every single time. And when all these guys do is survive, and they only live for 12 to 14 months, we need to step up the game. So basically, know your stuff. Right? You've got to understand behavior. If I understand how the critter goes to a bait station, if I understand how that critter goes to the snap trap, it's going to help my game. I have to understand my materials. I have to understand my tactics.